Frankie, your boy, and we're back with another podcast. And this time around, we'll be going over the qualification for the Carabao Cup finals, and also kind of take a deep dive into the transfer window and who were the biggest winners, the biggest losers, and where we think some people actually missed the mark during the transfer. But let's just dive straight into it. I'm here also with my co-host Steven, and you can say a few words to the lads or lasses.
Hello guys, hello guys. I think I should make this intro with some peace bombs into the air and super excited. One of the team Liverpool is one of the teams in the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, Wembley calling on to slot in his first season. La La Land, I have to say we are in, and yeah, I'm excited for the episode.
Right. So let's dive right into it. Uh, Arsenal had a wonderful weekend where they literally dismantled Man City 5-1. It was undeniable. Their class was everywhere. 1 minute they were saying they were looking for strikers. The next minute they were scoring goals left, right, and center. But that didn't last long. Obviously, they had a second leg with Newcastle for the Carabao Cup, and everyone was thinking, okay, they've kicked on, they are going to score the goals, and lo and behold, Newcastle outmuscled them in every department. They couldn't even create chances, and Newcastle deserved winners in the final. What do you have to say about that? That match. I know you're excited to get onto your match, but we'll wait for that, and then you can just give us a brief one or two on
Yeah, I think I will. I am in mixed feelings, but yeah, for Arsenal's match, I didn't call it. I wouldn't say I called it, but I would say from the inception, right from after Manchester City's match, a lot of people were telling me as a Liverpool fan that I should watch my back, that Arsenal is hungry, like they're thirsty for blood, they can smell blood, that Liverpool should watch their back, and I was like, looking at this Man City side, that I'm not really convinced that the outcome the outcome of this match, football match, is a direct reference to how good Man City is or how good Arsenal is, but a reference to how poor Man City is. Right? I felt as though yes, that the scoreline was outrageous, but like if you watch the match, you would actually see that it's just how poor Man City is, and even when Man City lost in those days that they were on form, you see that maybe like the loss to Ipswich when what's his name? Is it this Finnish striker, Puski, right? Puki rather. Yeah,
Pookie.
I think there was a time, yeah, they played with Cantwell and against Man City. I think Man City lost to them 3-1. I think at the
Right.
80 or something like that. You see that it's Man City's defense, whenever questioned, with this specific pattern that Pep Guardiola plays, whenever the defense is questioned, it always crumbles. It's always about how good the midfield is, how good they are able to control the game, but the defense on itself is a very poor one and a very weak one.
So are
So
you
I
are you are you of the school of thought that Arsenal need an out and out number nine? They need to strengthen in that department. What do you think? Why do you think they lost? What do you think they lost to Newcastle? What was the defining moment? Where did Newcastle win that game? Was it in the midfield, or was it the brilliance of Isaac, which everyone is saying now? He's one of the best strikers in the world at the moment. And is that was that like the difference between the two teams, or was it just that Arsenal wasn't good enough? They were later on they were bringing the likes of Sterling, Jorginho.
yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I could see why you would roll your eyes to that. But yes, I think two things can be true. I think two things can be true at the same time, and I think those two things are the fact that Newcastle wanted it more. That's number one, and then the absence of a striker, one like Isak, is actually
Because if you look at the first goal was so juicy. The interplay between Isaac and the way he literally made because Arsenal has all been all about their defense. this season. They pride themselves in the fact that they've got a very solid defense. But Isaac made those two guys. He made them look so cheap. Like the way
Yeah.
he spinned Gabriel Saliba, and the 1-2 with Gordon, and then the shot off the bar that Murphy ended up putting deliciously into the net. And then second half, Arsenal still playing out from the back. Also, that sends us to a question. That sends me to ask a question. The Guardiola school of thoughts is all about all this playing from back. But it seems of recent, the teams that are being successful, or not really success and real success, but maybe small success here and there, like the Newcastle, the Nottingham Forest, they have gone out. They are not playing, keep playing out from the back. They are not all about putting pressure. So what is the football changing? Is the dynamic changing, or is it just a blip?
So for that, in the sense of sorry, in the sense of that question and how teams get along, I think this might be. I'll try to keep put it in a nutshell. But when you look at Mourinho is no longer a coach at the top level because of the way he plays the game, right?
Yeah,
Not because it doesn't produce results. If Mourinho bring him back right now into the Premier League, he will give you results. He will give you trophies. But I think because the way he plays the game now, I think what has happened is that these smaller teams has gone through a phase where they understand that okay, for me to have a goalkeeper that and it's not even down to the goalkeeper. It's down to your goalkeeper, your centre backs, and your deep laying midfielders. These three set of people have to be good on the ball. They
yeah,
have to be good on the ball. If there's any miss, maybe the goalkeeper is not good on the ball, or the defender, your centre backs are not good on the ball, or your immediately crumbles. That pattern immediately crumbles. So
right,
I think these smaller teams have been able to understand that yes, if maybe I have a keeper that is good on the ball, but I don't have a midfielder that is good on the ball, or maybe I have a defender that is good on the ball, but I don't have maybe a midfielder. So they've been able to understand this stuff and then played to their strength.
right,
Once in a while, pass out of the back. When you know you don't, you feel any form of pressure, send it over the top, right?
yeah,
And rest your case. Now, this has obviously not been the case for Arsenal because in Arsenal's case, right,
yeah,
I feel in that specific situation, Raya is good on the ball, right? But I think it was a slight miscommunication, and also reiterates the fact that Newcastle wanted it more because if you watch the press from Anthony Gordon,
yeah,
he was as though he was marking him zonally, and then
yeah.
immediately he switched to him, and Raya not watching closely
Yeah, he gave the
on
pass. I think it was
yeah
he gave the ball to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice was marked out. And then who was applying pressure? I think
Murphy.
Murphy applying pressure, and then the ball now went to Gordon. And literally, a few minutes before then, Newcastle had similar chance. That one it was even Saliba. Saliba
Yes,
literally passed the ball
yes,
into Gordon, and Gordon missed it.
yes,
He missed it.
yes,
He played it wide. So
yeah,
yeah, I would say Newcastle wanted it more. But
yeah.
the Premier League well, it's all about these patterns. Like Newcastle have been playing well until they met Bournemouth, and then Bournemouth literally instilled the fear of God in them. Now they are back Arsenal, and they have moved forward. Yeah, moving on. So as Newcastle in the final, and I'll be rooting for them to take it home, bring it home to the Toon Armies, and then we'll enjoy it over here in the
Yeah, you already know where I stand.
right. Yeah, moving on to the next match, which we had the semi-final, next semi-final, which was built up, and Tottenham coming into the game with a goal lead, coming to Anfield, fierce ground for opposition teams. Lots of teams have lost there. Madrid have lost there. A few other big names have lost there. And they're coming in here with a lot of new signings, a lot of injured players on the sheet. But a lot of their fan faithfuls were still hoping that maybe Ange Postecoglou can maybe keep it tight at the back, try and contain Liverpool, and then maybe sneak a goal or two, and then try and like kind of frustrate Liverpool. But that was not the case. Liverpool came out, they struck their game about. They didn't even break a sweat in the first half. A few couple of chances here and there until the mistake from Besuma, which rolled the ball off to Mo Salah. Mo Salah swings an out foot cross over into the 18-yard box. Soboslai tries an overhead kick, misses it, it lands to Gakpo. Gakpo hits it to the ground, and there you go. All the defensive work that Tottenham had did crumbled at that point, and then being that they were sloppy. Then the game started opening up. Second half, Liverpool is still second half. Literally, Tottenham couldn't get out of their own half, even when they brought in their new side. I'd like you to kind of give me your assessment of on Matisse Tell and the debacle. We're going into the transfer, so you probably give a touch on him, what you expect from him in the Premier League. Take it away. Tell me what you think about your team. Please make it
So
short.
we are going to move on to we are going to move on readily from here to Matthias Tell. But I would like to just pick out some few points. I think in the whole in another look of the tie, I think it's obvious that Liverpool are miles ahead of not Tottenham for not yet Tottenham Hotspur. Even from the first leg, the
Yeah,
match was
obviously the league shows that one team is 14th, the other team is first. It's light and
yeah
day.
it's yeah. So basically, the performance even in the first game, I think Bergval should have been sent off just a few minutes before he scored.
Are you still
And
crying
even
about
I'm not I'm trying to make a statement. I'm trying to
all right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
I'm not trying to cry about anything. I really knew this match was going to be a clear one. And then so I think that is that about Liverpool. Like how the goals came. I don't think they are really that important, but what is most important was the fact that it were going to come. So it will Liverpool was not Tottenham was never going to, even if Tottenham scored first in this football match, it was still going to be a bloodbath. But yeah,
Right,
that
right.
was that was that was showing
So
even from the first instance. Then talking about Matthias Tells, I think if you watch his body posture today and how he reacted in the game coming on, I
yeah,
feel as though he was the only player on the pitch that had any winning mentality.
yeah.
Uh,
He was gingering the fans. He was trying to kind of bring some
yeah,
atmosphere.
uh,
But he will soon learn. He will soon learn after a couple of matches. I think he will probably get infected with the Spursy nature.
yeah.
Because
So I think
literally the other 10 players were literally losing ball. They were even losing the ball for fun. Like at least control the ball. Like when Liverpool were more dangerous when they didn't have the ball because they were certain that one Tottenham player was gonna make a mistake, and then the ball is going to come out in a very favorable position. Like they couldn't control the ball, like control the pass it around. Yeah, it's down to Liverpool press, but at least sometimes you have some composure. At least a bit of composure. The,
yeah, that's very correct. But I think if it came down to like their setup prior to the match, I would say that they came by the second half when some changes have been made. Obviously, Postecoglou came into the match to sit back and defend. And you know in Postecoglou, you know he's a one plan man. He doesn't plan more than he doesn't think more than the plan he has.
yeah, he tweaked it when they started losing. He tweaked it. He started
I'm
going more
telling you,
forward.
you see that when he tweaked it, it was as though everything fell apart because
Yeah,
the only chances they got was when Son Heung-min dribbled a solo
yeah,
run and hit the post. So you see that there was no structure. I don't know if you
yeah,
understand what
yeah,
happened there.
yeah,
There was
yeah,
no
yeah.
structure. So it was now like everybody like try to maintain your position, try to see if you could get anything off. Van der Kool was taking shots out from outside the box. The other wing was
Yeah,
on
they were not organized. I don't even put it down to Postecoglou. I think when they got the ball, they had the ball in good chance, in good. Even that one, that Son chance, that was just because Matlistel was able to slide that ball to him. But they've had that type of opportunity countless times where they are dwelling on the ball and then Liverpool people will come and collect it, or they are trying to turn here, they make a wrong pass.
That's
Like they
exactly
had,
that's exactly what I'm saying. Because there is no because the reason why you see that there wasn't even any time frame where they had some form of like control over the match where they just settled
yeah,
everything down. Just try the passes around, try to get some rhythm. So
yeah,
there wasn't a plan for that. You see in the match
yeah,
because the plan was okay. Let's come back. Let's sit back and try to defend. Even my Pepe Matesa was played in on this line of the formation setup from the left wing because so he played three defensive midfielders, Bentancur, Pepe Matesa, as well as Busuma. So his plan was let's sit back and defend, and then he didn't think past that. What of if Liverpool scores us? How do we respond? How do we? You
Yeah.
understand? Where do I place Kulisevsky to be most dangerous and all that?
To be honest, they
But it
should
didn't
have
have
come
it.
out. They should have come out and had a go at Liverpool, and they could. It could have been you score, I score, you score, I score. But at least Liverpool would have had to work for it.
Yes,
But
exactly. I think you're very correct in that sense because it's just like what Man City did. When Man City was losing, I think 3-0 down, 3-1 down to Man City, all right? What was his final score? Yeah, 3-1 down to Man City. You see that Man City now tries to control the game so that it doesn't get out of sorts. It
yeah,
doesn't become an outrageous number. And that's why they failed it. Because the moment Man City tries to give, you can't give what you don't have,
yeah,
right? You can't do that. You can't implement. Maybe you've seen people like the who would I talk about now? Maybe one of these coaches that that they call in to come and save you from relegation, all right? And
yeah,
you see them attacking the boss, trying getting everyone content, and you think it's easy. Is that those
yeah,
those stuff are not easy, right? So when Pep Guardiola wanted to do that, it became an open match, and so that's the same thing with Tottenham. Tottenham does not have they don't have the acumen of
yeah,
defending or sitting back Moriho. Do you think what Moriho does is easy? That's art. That's pure
yeah,
craft.
yeah. That's
Right?
true.
So the thing is this: those things are not easily overlooked and underrated. But you can see, even before Liverpool got the first goal, Liverpool was already playing through that defense. Even with all the
Yes.
defenders, Liverpool were already playing through it as though they were probably Ipswich keeping a high. Even Ipswich keeps a better deep line than Man Tottenham. So they can't give what they don't have, and they tried to do it, and it still failed. So that's why I say that yes, you are correct because do what you know how to do best. Try
Yeah,
it because probably if you try it and maybe you get maybe to hit Liverpool, boom boom, maybe get 2 goals, right? That
yeah.
even
That
if
that
Liverpool, maybe Liverpool is trying at their own end, it's not working out. Football is crazy sometimes.
yeah,
Maybe they're hitting bad, they're not scoring, but you
yeah,
get 2 goals ahead. That will deflate Liverpool to some extent.
yeah. Of
And
course.
you'll be like, but I think he thought, okay, I have 1 goal in, I have fresh players, I have three defensive midfielders. Let me check whether this Mourinho stuff can work. And
Yes.
he tried it and he saw that Mourinho is probably he will call Mourinho this night and tell him, I never knew you were this good
Yeah.
a coach. So yeah.